Good afternoon. I wanted to pop on really quickly and just talk to you about our thoughts. So, I'm not sure if you're aware or you've heard this before, but we have between 60 and 80,000 thoughts a day. I personally cannot track what I'm thinking about, and really nobody could. Now, having said that, one thing I have done is to raise my awareness about my thinking. So I might be doing something like washing the dishes or something relatively mundane that is automatic, so I don't have to really focus on it with my thinking brain. And I'll find myself catching myself and saying, "What are you thinking about?" And that may sound a little bit odd, but what I'm doing is trying to focus on thinking about what I'm thinking about. Now, the reason I do this is simply because I do not want to put myself in a position where I am constantly overthinking about something that I might be a little concerned about or worried about, have some fear around. And the reason for that is because there are some ramifications. That kind of thinking and too much of it can keep me awake at night. It can actually have me walk to the cupboard just to eat that emotion. There's a whole bunch of ramifications for our physical health, not to mention our mental health. So I've had a plan, and I've been doing it for quite a while now, and that is thinking about what I'm thinking about. And when I catch myself thinking about something that is worrisome, what I'll do is I will stop myself and I'll say, how about thinking about how it could turn out really well? And the reason for that, too, another reason to do that isn't just so that we can flip our script and our focus, although that's a real benefit, is because 96% or some very high percentage of the thoughts we have, the worries we have, the fears we have, are never actualized. So we're spending a great deal of our time thinking about something that isn't even going to happen, worrying about it. So that's one reason I do. Now, the other piece of that I've come to learn, and this is through our Thrive system, where we're teaching where we're teaching the modules, and one of the modules is on the subconscious mind. And a trick that I have learned through that, and I'm very thankful for it actually, is to become more aware of what's going on in my body. And that has to do with me, for example, if I'm actually quite worried, feeling anxious about something, where I feel it in my body is right at my solar plex, just in my upper tummy, my abdomen there. And so I also can check in with that and just see if I'm having any sort of physiological response to my thinking. And that is very, very important to do. I just want to stop going down that path. I actually don't watch the news for a very specific reason, and that's because it impacts me too greatly. And it's one of those things that just it builds more and more fear. And I think we've probably seen that a lot in the last few years, but it's been going on for a long time. So that's my answer. It's not that I'm not aware of the news, I just don't feed into especially the visual stuff. For me, I'd rather read about something, and then I can also choose to get out of there or stay there if I want. And it's not something, that expression, you can't unsee certain things. Well, for me, that's because I'm a very visual person, as a lot of people are. That will stay with me. So the other piece about when we're thinking about something over and over again is that we are actually literally building a neural pathway muscle. So that thought that we're thinking about becomes very strong. And a strong thought, a thought that we are very familiar with, after a while becomes a very automatic thing to do. So that's why we don't have awareness about our thoughts, is because we are automatically thinking about that. And when we automatically think about something over and over again, it ends up running right into our subconscious, so our unconscious thoughts. And those thoughts are very detrimental to our health. And it's really important for me to take care of that piece of it, because for as long as I have left on the planet, I want to have the most joy I can. And that isn't saying that life doesn't happen, because boy, does life happen. I want to be able to manage it and handle it. And I want to smile a lot, and I want to find some things to laugh about, and I want to be able to look around and see the beauty that surrounds us, because we are so lucky. We have so much beautiful surroundings, and getting out in nature can really cement that for us. So I just wanted to pop on. I hope you're all having a great day, and I hope those little tips helped you.